Hello, I think I'd like to show you how to work with Anime Studio. Most of the times people get into it and they don't understand how some of the basic operations work. So, especially with bones and bone binding. So I've got a layer here and I'm going to make a bone layer. I'm going to take layer one and apply it to the bone layer. And I'm going to draw a simple not box, but long bar. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and draw scripts because I'm in Pro, and I'm going to split the curve, and I'm going to go actually 3 on this. Okay. So now I've got points all the way around the curve and or the object here, and I'm going to duplicate this 3 times. And now I'm going to, oops, and each layer I duplicated, I'm going to move upward so you can see the difference. So this is layer 1 down the bottom, layer 2 in the middle, and layer 3 on top. Now I'm going to start applying some bones. And I'm just going to use 2 bones. And now the nice thing about 10 is I'm going to select everything for the moment. I'm going to get rid of all its um, bone strength, and I want this, so I'm going to go through and individually select these bones. Oops. I want that bone to be attached to there. I'm selecting the wrong bone. Come on. There we go. And so now the bones all are attached to the parents. The parents are on this side, the childs are on this side. And we're going to go into layer 1 first. And I'm going to bring back the bone strength tool. And I'm going to give it some bone strength. And I'm going to go into manipulate. Now notice everything moves. Okay, on the other layers. And as you can see, it's slowly effects of the strength when you get further away wears off. Okay. Now on this, there's 2 separate settings. There's flexible region or region binding. So I want to apply that to just that one bone. And let's see what happens now. Notice the difference in changes into the bones and the behavior of the other ones. And let's go back up. First of all, oops, let's select both these 2 bones. Go back up, bones, click OK, apply. And let's see what happens now. Now it's the same effect, but regional binding and flexible binding has 2 different effects. Now, let's go to layer 2. Now layer 2, I'm going to apply to just this bone here. So I'm going to select the bind layer, and I'm going to click that bone. Then I'm going to go back in, and notice that this bone has no effect, and this bone turns this, but these bones aren't active now on this layer because I bound layer 2 to this bone, and its behavior acts accordingly. So let's go to layer 3. This is I'm going to show you how to do point binding now. All the points are selected. I'm going to deselect everything. And I'm going to come over here. And you'd think you'd select the points first. Don't. Select the bone you want. Okay, so we got to go over to bone layer. Select the bone. Make sure it's selected. Okay. Now we're going to select the points that we want to bind. I want to use lasso mode for this. And I'm going to go and select everything around here. And I'm going to bind the points to this bone. Now I'm going to go back in. I'm going to select another bone, the other bone. I'm going to select the opposite points. And I'm going to I'm going to bind the points. Okay. Now I'm going to test this. Notice that this bone is controlling the points highlighted, and this bone is controlling the points that are highlighted. What happens is that the other points come along because they're children of this bone I'm controlling. So I control that, and then I can move that. And if you had more bones, you could control the children further down. So that's the basics of all the 3 types of bone binding. Okay? So remember, hey, to bind a layer, you select the layer first, and then you click on the bone. To bind the points, hey, you come over here and you select the bone. Let's go here. Select the bone, then select the points you want to bind, and go up and bind points. So I'm going to go back over here and select the bone. I'm going to select the points I'm going to bind. Okay, and I'm going to click bind points. Now I've changed the binding on this. So it's basically bind points. Even though this has bone strength, and the bind points is taken over. So let's go to this and change the bone strength to like humongous and turn this one almost off. And if you go off, you notice it's still acting like the points are bound. And you notice, so let's take a look. And I'm off layer 0, so I can't see the effects. But if you go back to layer 0 and you go to the manipulate, you can see that the point action is, the bind point is in operation, not the bone strength. Even it's not even controlling the bone strengths are not even affecting the other layers. So that's the difference in bindings. Thanks for watching. Bye.